Hey everyone, this is Fiona, and in this video, I wanted to talk about what composites are and what does it mean if you have a composite fingerprint on your left Jupiter finger. So that's your left pointer finger. So composites are a special type of fingerprint that are a variation of the whorl, which is the circular fingerprint. So let me just share an example of that type of fingerprint. So here you see this is a composite fingerprint. It has this thing like this, and like this thing like that. And you'll kind of notice it has like an S shape. The way we kind of mark it in hand analysis is we go like this, S, and then fingerprint like that. So this is a composite fingerprint. When it shows up, let me stop sharing my screen. When it shows up on a handprint on the left Jupiter finger, can you all see this? I actually don't think that is a composite fingerprint, but just pretend this fingerprint is a composite fingerprint, okay? We know that left Jupiter is all about passions. It's all about your boundaries. It's about being clear about what you want. And so the thing with these fingerprints is they have the ability to turn on and off, depending on if you're working on your life lesson or not. So, and the more composites a person has, it's almost like the more you have to kind of deal with stuff on top of your life lesson. So I actually have 3 of these, and trust me, it is another challenge to be able to handle when these fingerprints turn on and off, because it's just a whole other set of obstacles that one has to kind of work with. But it's also, you know, without that kind of pushback, without those challenges, without those obstacles, the soul cannot really grow. So you kind of need to push up against these things in order to grow and evolve as a spirit. So left Jupiter is all about boundaries, knowing your I wants. And so when this fingerprint is being activated, it basically can show up as, you know, violating people's boundaries. It can show up as, you know, helping someone without asking them first if they need help. You know, it's like, oh, excuse me, I'm not violating your territory. I'm just trying to help. You know, the person that is oversharing, the person that does not know boundaries, the person that does not take no for an answer. The archetype for this composite on this specific fingerprint is called in love with a married man. So, you know, when this is working, they know what they want, and when it's not working, they don't know what they want. You know, it's like they tend to kind of have confusion around their passion. You know, they may think that like, oh, this married man, he loves me, or in love with a married woman. You know, it's like they don't really know what they want. They think that what they want is what they want. And so, you know, they can kind of get a little bit, they can also get numb to what they need and what they want. You know, they kind of just go along with the flow. They go wherever the car takes them. They kind of take a passive role in life. You know, it's the whole, I love him, I don't love him, I love him, I hate him, I love him. So it's kind of like this yo-yo effect with your wants and also with your passions. You know, and just being aware of that. That's kind of an interesting thing, is being very clear about your wants. Did I really want that 10th ice cream cone? Did I really want to be in a relationship with that person that is married and has 3 kids? Do I really want to go to this gathering where everyone is vegan and you know, they're going to attack me for eating meat? Do I really want to do this activity? Do I really want to help with my friend moving out? Being really clear about your I wants. This is kind of related to school of service. You know, is this something that you want to do? How does it make you feel? Can you say no to it? How do you know it's what you want? That's a good question. How do you know that this is really what you want? Well, you really check in with yourself. You have to really kind of slow down, quiet the mind, and check in with yourself, listen to your emotions. And for some people, that's very difficult because they're always, in their heads, and they may passively get feelings and sensations of like what they want, what they don't want, but they're not really checking in with their body. So I say the biggest recommendation for if you have a composite on your left Jupiter finger is to do some sort of inner work meditation. That way you can really be an observer to all the thoughts that are happening. Are these thoughts really mine? Are they other people's? And you get really clear on what your I wants are, because this is all about not knowing what you want. If you're not working on your life lesson and you have this composite, it can yo-yo, and you don't know what you want. Did you want to be with this married man? What are your passions? It's this very unclear sense of what you want, and also with boundaries as well. So think about the person that is in relationship with a married man. That married man is probably not going to give you a lot of time or energy, because he has a separate life. You're kind of like the side person. And so yeah, just being very clear about what you want, not just going with the flow, not just being a passive person in your life, but really being in the driver's seat. That is the challenge for this type of fingerprint. So thank you for watching.